Now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukich. Wisconsin is the third largest producing state of potatoes, and many varieties of potatoes originated right here in Oneida County. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
We do russets for processing and fresh market. We have reds, yellows, and specialties for fresh market as well.
In the 230 acres of the Rhinelander Agricultural Research Station, Becky Eddy can see growth.
In any given year, we have about 70,000 different varieties.
Potatoes are Eddy's forte. She works as the superintendent at the research station.
The breeding program, when you're dealing with thousands of varieties, is very interesting.
When you drive down Highway C in Rhinelander, you might just see open fields. But Eddy says it's much more than that.
I think that people are not familiar with how much research actually goes into what they eat.
Research is Russ Grove's middle name.
One of the organisms that I do work on is a virus called potato virus Y. It's transmitted by aphids.
Groves loves to educate people on how much research goes into what you eat.
Potatoes are a critical vegetable worldwide. They're fast becoming the single most consumed starch worldwide.
Each year, the research station gains around 50,000 new varieties, and Eddy feels like a kid on Christmas.
Just looking out over this field and seeing all of the different varieties and how they perform at harvest is kind of fun and exciting.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Every sector of Wisconsin's agriculture economy has been hit hard in the past couple of years, including meat processing. In January, Governor Tony Evers announced $5 million to fund meat talent careers. Fox Valley Technical College is one of 9 technical colleges taking advantage of that. The credit certificate will give students the chance to get hands-on experience working directly with farmers and interning with processors.
We need to work with the people that are helping to turn our livestock or our food products into food that the consumer is getting.
The program also includes slaughtering experience at 3 mobile harvest units and tuition reimbursement. It's looking like a beautiful weekend ahead. Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins us with the forecast.
Yeah, the weekend's gonna look nice and warm, but the last couple of days we're looking on the cooler end as we had some 70s across the area, which means below our average of around 80. We did have a couple locations by Green Bay and Eau Claire that just hit 80 degrees, but now the clouds are really breaking up. Winds are on the calm end, which is really helping those air temperatures cool off all across the Northwoods as we have some 50s in the area, even a couple of 60s down south, but those temperatures are really going to cool off later on overnight. Even some 40s are going to start popping up across the Northwoods. Another good thing is those dew points, as those dew points are on the lower end and they continue to decrease. Rhinelander coming in at a 51 degree dew point reading, which means we're feeling pretty comfortable out there. The air is nice and crisp as those clouds continue to break up, looking clear all across the state. And that will continue all across overnight as temperatures drop into the upper 40s. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. A Wisconsin man committed voter fraud to try to prove the state's absentee ballots are not secure. Harry Waite is the president of self-described watchdog group Hot Government. He was told that there were vulnerabilities in the online WEC voting system, so he tested it by ordering ballots for the mayor of Racine and the speaker of the Wisconsin Assembly.
We actually videoed this whole piece and we will give it to the government if they want to prosecute me. You know, technically I did commit a crime, but you know, there was no nefarious intentions with it. We just wanted to show how easily it could be done.
The Wisconsin Election Committee called a special meeting yesterday to discuss the allegations. Some of the members pushed to make a criminal referral against Waite, but no official referrals have been made yet. The commission did take action to send postcards to people who requested absentee ballots to somewhere other than their home addresses. Wisconsin Treasurer Sarah Godlewski has dropped out of the state's Democratic U.S. Senate primary. She's the third candidate to bow out this week, making Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes the nearly guaranteed nominee to face Republican Senator Ron Johnson. Candidates Tom Nelson and Alex Lasry dropped out earlier this week. Several lower-tier candidates remain in the August 9th primary, and even those who dropped out will still be on the ballot. A bill that would ban assault-style weapons was passed by the House Friday. Now it will head to the Senate, where it's not expected to get the 60 votes it needs to pass. The bill is the latest piece of legislation aimed at limiting gun violence in America. Congress passed another bill earlier this year that allocates money towards mental health and changes the process for purchasing firearms when you're younger than 21. In northern Oneida County, there's a beloved lumberjack show that combines cutting competition and comedy. The Fred Shears Lumberjack Show puts on 5 shows per week in mid-June through August in Woodruff and Hayward. Veteran Zachary Ray took on 2 rookies last night in Woodruff.
This is both their first years. We call them buckweeders in the logging camp. So, but they're coming along great, and it's cool to see new guys come in and try to prepare the next generation of lumberjacks.
For years and years, they still put on shows worthy of an applause. The lumberjack shows will continue through September 4th. Wausau is gearing up for their Hmong Festival this weekend. The Wausau Festival is a 2-day event that showcases traditional and modern Hmong music, dance, and variety of competitions, along with a night festival of food vendors and fireworks. The event will take place at People's Sports Complex Saturday and Sunday. The Rhinelander Public Library is reflecting on the challenges it faced during the pandemic. Coming up, the changes they saw during that time. That's after weather right here on Newswatch 12.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Alumacraft Boats and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old one. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new Alumacraft boat today. Come check out our huge selection. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Alumacraft Boats and American Marine and Motorsports. Shawano.
Huge auction, Mercer, Wisconsin. 2021 Chevrolet Trailbus, Broken Motorcycle, Tools, Home Contents, Guns, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
$40. Take it away, boys.
Come join the fun at the Sainer Street Fair, Sunday, August 7th from 10 to 4, featuring arts and crafts show, food, touch a truck, and kids activities. Live music from 2 bands.
Rhinelander Brewing Company is located at 58 South Brown Street in beautiful downtown Rhinelander. We also have a gift and bottle shop at this location.
Getting gear this summer with 11% off everything at Menards. We've got your automotive needs covered, from tools, towing, and accessories to maintenance and everything in between. Need ratchet straps? Got it. Wiper blades? Copy that. Motor oil? Done. Valvoline Daily Protection Motor Oil delivers superior engine protection to keep your engine running at peak performance. Valvoline Motor Oil is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing families $5,000 more for their necessities. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It was a cool one out there today. Some below average temperatures. At least those clouds are starting to break up, as most of us in the Northwoods have some mostly clear skies, and most of the Midwest and even the upper Midwest, even into Canada, we're all in the clear. Just some showers to the south. Those will continue to stay south the next couple of days, so we're finally going to be in the clear. The weekend looks great until Sunday night, I would say, anywhere 9-10 p.m. We have some showers and thunderstorms that will actually start to pop up. We'll keep an eye on those. Some might actually be strong, so we'll keep an eye on those and make sure none of those will be that bad. But the muggy meter is also in our favor, as the next couple of days right through the weekend, we look really good. until around Sunday evening. Those dew points start to rise, that rain starts to move in, and we really start to feel more sticky, more muggy out in the air. So that's not the most comfortable type of weather we would like. Enjoy the weekend, though. Temperatures will be a lot warmer than what we had today. A couple of 70s, mid 70s in Rhinelander, 74 in Eagle River, 74 in Anago as well. A couple of 80s to the south by Green Bay and by Eau Claire. But in general, most of the Northwoods had some below average temperatures, as our average high this time of year is supposed to be closer to 80 degrees with an average low of around 54. So that is the max high that we receive. All summers, we are in our hottest part of the season, and temperatures will really heat up. Enjoy the cooler air right now into tonight as temperatures are cooling off. Some 50s in the region, 55 in Rhinelander, 60 in Anago, 69 still in Wausau, but those temperatures will continue to really cool off as those clouds break up. The wind is on the calm end, which is really helping those air temperatures cool down tonight. We will have some 40s, but don't worry, those temperatures, those warm, hot temperatures will be back by the weekend. We cool off by Monday as some rain showers still stick around, but look what happens Tuesday into Wednesday, close to 90 degrees by Wednesday, so it is going to get pretty hot next week. Really hot, I would say, so get those ACs ready or those fans. But tonight is going to be a little bit cooler. Temperatures below average and in the upper 40s, mostly clear skies, and those winds will be calm. Tomorrow, whole different story as we really warm up into the lower 80s under some mostly sunny skies. And our 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, does show a beautiful weekend, and then showers and thunderstorms move in by Sunday night into Monday. Temperatures really cool off during the day on Monday before we rebound significantly on Tuesday. Warmer temperatures are in the forecast for next week. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. COVID-19 has caused everyone to adapt, including the librarians on Stevens Street. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi has more on what's changed and what's the same.
It's kind of a balancing act here, and so we're trying at the library to give kids a little of both.
With technology continuing to advance and COVID forcing most kids online, the Rhinelander District Library is trying their best to evolve.
So we do have ebooks through the library that they can check out, which will meet some of the kids' needs for that digital hunger that they might have.
During COVID, the library was closed, which left many books just sitting on the shelves. While they offered curb pickup, Denise Shinaki, the children's service manager, says it wasn't the same.
You know, the experience of going to the shelf and picking out a book is just, there's nothing like that.
But now with lockdowns lifted, Denise says there's actually an increase in numbers of books getting checked out in the kids department.
We've seen an influx of kids coming and checking out books, and we also did some promotion beforehand to try and get the kids in here. So yeah, it's really nice to see the traffic back up again.
Promoting reading is a big part of the library's mission. So this summer, Shinaki went out of her way to bring an experience to schools as well.
Yeah, we try and do a little bit of everything. So what I did to start this school year before the summer reading program started was I zoomed in with all the kids in their library time at the schools and let them know what we were doing here at the library this summer, again, to try and get them in here.
And with the momentum, Denise hopes that kids will continue to read books for years to come.
There's so many times I come out into the library and I'll see a kid all curled up someplace, and I just smile and think to myself, this is what we're here for.
Reporting in Rhinelander, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, Newswatch 12.
A wedding venue in southwestern Oneida County draws in couples from all over. Hooked on Nokomis is just north of Lake Nokomis. It features a barn, field, and a bridal house. Mark and Cheryl Casey followed their dream and opened Hooked last week.
Supporting live music, and then all my friends and family coming to support us, and the community's been a very big, large part of all this too, and I just can't believe we even sold out.
They plan to have live bands coming through the wedding barn into the fall season. An adult hockey team's season may be in trouble. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Sol Meyer is here to tell us why the Eagle River Falcons might not play this upcoming season.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Choose Flex Buy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% APR financing for 66 months.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
Seen Tim Michaels' phony ads about special interests?
I'm not beholden to them.
The truth, Tim Michaels is one of them. He was a leader of a special interest group lobbying for gas tax hikes. Michaels sat on the board as they repeatedly pushed higher gas taxes and automatic yearly gas tax hikes. Michaels' company bankrolled a special interest who even backed Tony Evers' gas tax increase. Special interests, higher taxes, the real Tim Michaels.
With competitive prices offered on every pre-owned model for sale on our lot, you won't find a reason to visit any other dealership than Kazurek Automotive in Rhinelander. If there's one thing anyone who rides knows, it's that sometimes things break. Visit Precision Powersports, an independent powersports repair facility located in Rhinelander. From motorcycles to boats and everything in between, Ripco Credit Union is making fun affordable. Ripco Credit Union, 90 years in the Rhinelander area. The White Oak Grill at Chippewa Retreat Resort is open this summer, Wednesday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Our casual menu has quick, delicious food made from scratch, no reservations needed. Come on in and sip your favorite libation and enjoy grass-fed steak and steak burgers from the Great Wisconsin Steak Company. For our menu and ordering carryout, text White Oak to 33733. White Oak Grill on Deer Park Road in Manitowish Waters on the eastern shore of Lake Manitowish.
Sports Watch 12 with Saul Myers starts now.
The Eagle River Falcons are an adult hockey team that have been around for nearly 100 years in northern Wisconsin. Yesterday, they announced that there's a chance that their upcoming season may not happen. In a Facebook post, the Falcons announced that due to a scheduling conflict, they might not have a season next year. The ERRA hosted a board meeting and said that the schedule that the Falcons made in April at the Great Lakes Hockey League meeting will not be honored. The Falcons were also expected to host the GLHL tournament this year, but after this developing story, they announced that they will now be moved back to Fond du Lac. We don't know why the schedule wasn't honored, but an official statement will come sometime around August 6th with details on how they got to this final decision. The Rhinelander Legion baseball team played their first game of the AA state tournament today at Jones Park in Fort Atkinson, and it didn't go in their favor as they lost 3-0 to River Falls. It was a pitcher's duel for a while, but Eli Condon was able to get the complete game shutout for the River Falls team. Rhinelander is still in it though, and play again tomorrow at 1 against the host team, Fort Atkinson. Day 3 of Packers training camp wrapped up today, and even though it was a short one, it was eventful. Best buds David Bakhtiari and Aaron Rodgers were having some fun today on the golf cart. Sammy Watkins practiced for the first time in a Packers uniform. A rookie receiver had a standout practice today. No, not Christian Watson, but Romeo Dobbs was the one that was turning the heads today. And with Alan Lazard now the clear-cut wide receiver 1 for the Packers, it's open game for the number 2 spot. Coach LaFleur didn't specify whether he wants a rookie or veteran as the number 2 guy, but did say how he thinks he'll make that decision.
It's going to be a process, and you know, I think we're going to try to put those guys in situations to see where they're at throughout, whether it's practice or maybe playing some of those younger guys a little bit more in the preseason than we've done in years past.
A big story for the Packers this offseason has been injuries. They have a team loaded with talent, but injuries are a concern. GM Brian Gutekunst talks about how they've had to adapt with the changes in the PUP.
I think as you try to manage the roster to give yourself the best shot once you get to the end of it, I think it does change your thinking a little bit. At the same time, I think when players are ready, and I don't think holding them back for because of that we can get them back quicker. I mean, if they're ready to go, we're not going to keep them on PUP just because it's only 4 games instead of 6.
First game of the preseason for the Packers is 2 weeks from today on August 12th against the San Francisco 49ers. The Brewers were back in action today after taking the day off yesterday. And they got to travel to Fenway Park to take on the Red Sox in a matchup that brings one of the hottest teams in baseball right now, taking on one of the coldest. So let's see if the crew were able to stay hot and get the win down in Boston. Big Brandon Woodruff got the start today, and my goodness, he was on another level with his pitching tonight. Need some more proof? Why don't you check out this pitch right here in the third? Absolute heat. He finished with 9 strikeouts and only allowed 4 hits through 6 and a third innings. Here in the 7th, though, ooh, baby, a triple. Tyrone Taylor was inches away from a home run here, but he'll settle for 3 bases because he scored on the next batter to put them up 2-1. And the crew didn't look back after that, scoring 2 more in the night to make Josh Hader's closeout a little more comfortable. When your starter and closer both pitch as good as Hader and Woodruff did today, it usually results in a win. And that was the case as the Brewers take down the Red Sox 4-1. They play again in Boston tomorrow at 3. We'll be right back after the breaks.
Sure is nice to have my 3 older kids home to visit.
Oh yeah, I love coming home. I missed having soft water.
That's why I bring my laundry home on the weekend.
It's so much better for my hair too, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Corey.
Well, that's why my hair looks so nice and moisturized.
What do you know about moisturized hair?
Well, having 2 older sisters and a brother who only showers a couple times a week helps.
Well, actually, 72 years of treating water in Wisconsin is our family story. You kids are pretty well versed in water.
So let us make your family's water better today.
Hey, it's Tyrone Jackson. You want to track the careers of your favorite celebrities every single week? Then join me right here for Digital Podcast Network presents Hot in Hollywood. Right here on WJFW.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie.
And this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine.
If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
We'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
Let's dive into Lake Minocqua for an evening showing of the great outdoors, August 13th at Torpy Park. Watch the movie from on land, by boat, or float in the water. Pre-show beach party starts at 5:30 p.m. For a ticket and event information, visit letsminocqua.com/dive-in.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators, or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked 3rd shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Offering hot and cold sandwiches, made from scratch soups, and fresh salads. CT's Deli in downtown Rhinelander. Indoor seating as well as seasonal outdoor. Don't miss the Oneida County Fair, July 28th through the 31st at Pioneer Park in Rhinelander. Free admittance and parking. Plan your next event at the Pines Event Center in Rhinelander. Featuring indoor and outdoor event space, the Pines Event Center is sure to make your next event magical.
Oneida County is full of recreational opportunities. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski has more.
For the restaurants, hotels, gas stations, it's big.
Not too many people can ignore the impact of recreational vehicles.
They come from all over. This is not just a local thing. It's far-ranging.
Riding ATVs and UTVs used to be a hobby reserved for only the true diehards, but today...
You'll go by a restaurant and there'll be 10 machines sitting there, which probably wouldn't have been there 6-7 years ago.
Paul Hagen, a lifetime Northwoods resident, has seen the growth firsthand from his work serving as club president for the Hode Four-Wheelers.
but says without the year-round residents who maintain the trail systems, the hobby would not be as fruitful.
If not, then weather takes over and trees fall and trails get really rough and people just don't ride them then. It'll take a couple weeks, but we get it all done by the time it opens.
The impact is not just felt on the trails. Hagen believes with good trail management and education by local groups, the sport will continue to contribute to the local economy.
We're on a ride today. We're going to go over to Gleason. We're going to eat in Gleason, so that's another place that is going to get some business. We'll have a $150 bill probably.
Reporting in Oneida County, Kyle Pazorski, Newswatch 12.
We'll be back with one final look at your weather, but first, here's a look at this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
The other day I was working on a Big Old Fish segment, and as I usually do, I got to thinking about random things and made me wonder, if a bass keeps hitting your line and you keep missing it and it makes you crazy, would that technically be considered bass lighting? All right. I will show myself out after this episode once again, but obviously not until I finish this week's segment of Big Old Fish. And we start out with Tom Kowalski, who caught this beautiful 10 5/8 inch bluegill on Squash Lake. Now, the significance of this is that our next contestant on this week's Big Old Fish is his wife, Chris, who caught this absolute slab of a crappie that measured in at 14.5 inches, also caught on Squash Lake here in Rhinelander. And, well, I don't know how else to say it, you guys, but those are both big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, next up on this week's Big Old Fish, and this is going to be kind of fun for me. The following contestants aren't really contestants because they're either WJFW employees or families thereof. So without further ado, we're going to get right to John Meyer, who happens to be the father of our very own Saul Meyer, who does sports here at WJFW. Now, anyway, John and his wife had just landed in Gunnison, Colorado. I mean, they were really only off the plane for about 10 minutes and managed to get to a stream to start fishing, and he bet his wife that he would catch a trout on his first cast. Well, the result is this gorgeous 8-inch brown trout that he caught while using an ultralight spinning combo with a number 2 silver Vibrix lure. Well, not only a shot caller, but a successful angler. Way to go, John. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, our very own Dan Hagen. Now, he anchors our 5, 6, and 10 o'clock newscasts here at WJFW, and in his free time, he likes to get in a little fishing, and, I mean, who doesn't? Well, anyway, Dan hit pay dirt when he caught this gorgeous largemouth. Now, he didn't give me any dimensions or weight or anything, but I can tell you enough by just looking at his smile. That is one big old fish, Dan. Way to go. Keep on reeling him in. And finally this week, and I'll save kind of the best for last as far as our WJFW entries go, our very own Conrad Sapinski caught this absolute tank of a smallmouth. Now, he didn't give me any measurements or weight specs or anything like that. In fact, I bet you already know what I'm thinking. That is one big old fish, Conrad. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel is your choice for log home maintenance with a guaranteed new and beautiful looking home, whether it's an interior or exterior job. Specializing in log replacements, sandblasting, staining, and chinking. Need that extra square footage? Sullivan's also does remodeling and additions to your existing home. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration and Remodel has been serving the Eagle River and surrounding area for over 30 years.
It's like I'm downloading in slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
Charlie! That's right, it's me, Charlie. Wish specialist for Spectrum. Let's get that wish granted.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers fast speeds,
for a stronger connection on all your devices. Here. Yeah! And here. Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe online.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
Why do we need all these remotes? I wish our shows were in one place.
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles on demand. And with the free Spectrum TV app, you can watch live sports, news, and more on any device, anywhere.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
I wish we didn't have a contract. Granted.
Oh, he's good.
Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
With competitive prices offered on every pre-owned model for sale on our lot, you won't find a reason to visit any other dealership than Zurich Automotive in Rhinelander. If there's one thing anyone who rides knows, it's that sometimes things break. Visit Precision Powersports, an independent powersports repair facility located in Rhinelander. From motorcycles to boats and everything in between, Ripco Credit Union is making fun affordable. Ripco Credit Union, 90 years in the Rhinelander area.
Huge auction, Mercer, Wisconsin. 2021 Chevrolet Trailbus, Roken motorcycle, tools, home contents, guns, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Another cool one out there today. Temperatures are really cooling down right now. We're going to see some 40s overnight. Right now we have some temperatures in the 50s across most of the Northwoods. I reeled in a 4-pound smallie not that long ago, and I'm reeling in some really hot temperatures for everybody next week. I know it might be a little bit too hot for Wednesday, but other than that, it looks pretty good with some 70s and 80s.
Looking forward to that beautiful weather. Thank you, Conrad. Well, that's all the time we have. Have a great night and a safe weekend.